What's up, everybody? Jonathan R. Parker with Our Dad's Diary. As you can tell, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday's episode because I wanted to document both aspects of the Modern Man's podcast that we just did. And you heard, and you can still hear, from the guys yesterday. But one of the things I want my Parker men to know, and if you're watching this is key, is that even though the four of us were in front of the camera, there were people behind the camera who are working and hustling and who are going to be doing the editing. And we need to understand that it is so important for all the things that go from behind the scenes. And I'm excited for you to meet these guys during this episode.
Hey guys, I'm TJ, and today I wanted to talk about the importance of everything that goes on behind the scenes. And this is literally like what I do. Like I do the stuff behind the camera, behind the scenes, the stuff that no one sees. But it's also a great metaphor for your own life. If you're gonna be good at anything, if you're gonna, literally anything with regards to your mind, your body, your relationships, your career, your own spirit, most of that work is gonna be done in a dark place. No one's gonna see it. If you do it really well, then that means that no one's gonna even notice it. That's a really hard thing to realize. Let me say that again. If you do things well enough, and many things in life, it specifically is so that no one even notices it. And that's what goes on with me when I'm editing these videos. People won't notice if I have amazing audio, but they will notice if I have bad audio. People won't notice if I have the best angles, but they will notice if I have bad angles. And it's knowing that, appreciating that, and, not just like saying like, oh, despite that, I'm gonna do well, but instead saying, because of that, I'm gonna do well. I like being in the darkness. I like doing the stuff where no one else is watching me do it, but I'm still getting it done. I like that feeling of there not being a difference between the TJ you get to talk to and see every day out there in the limelight versus the TJ that's there behind the scenes. I still work under those principles with no one looking over me. So the question is, in your life, are you gonna be doing that? I know your father, he encourages you to put in that type of work, put in that type of development that's necessary. And again, this is not just for money. This applies to everything in life. Your relationships, it's gonna go into that. Those small little things that whoever your significant other is, that they're not gonna notice, man, that's the stuff that counts right there. So I really hope you guys enjoy this project. I hope you guys get something out of this, and I'll see you guys later.
What's going on? I'm Cameron. I'll probably be editing this later. That's part of my job. When I was growing up, I was really into movies, and I didn't know what parts other than, I enjoyed the stories, I enjoyed the acting, I enjoyed everything about it, and recognizing what goes on behind that, all the production and stuff, only got me more excited. What I liked about it was the blending of creative and technical, rather than the fame and fortune or being a movie maker or a director or something like that. And from there I even backed up more to just what I like is telling stories. So I can take what I do in my job and apply that to the rest of my life, to tell stories and to showcase things that I care about. And that's what allows me to enjoy the behind the scenes where I'm not getting recognition, but I can appreciate the value of what I'm putting into it.
My name's Andre Suttles. I do the behind the scenes for Ted Phaeton's podcast. My podcast, No Rain, No Rainbows. I think when it comes to behind the scenes, it's either you have it or you don't. It's the type of person where you're either you want it or you don't. And behind the scenes, the editors, I see those guys as the go-getters. They're the ambitious people. They're the people where they'll spend those hours, 3-4 hours on one single portion just because they have a standard that they want to hit. And I think what kind of got me into the editing aspect was I played football at Furman. I was always kind of in front of the camera with being a receiver and scoring a couple touchdowns here and there. But I think what intrigued me was it was a way for me to compete after I graduated football, or after I graduated Furman. And I think one thing that I really have a passion for is helping other people and showing that person is valuable. They're important. They're great. And I just realized I can do that a little bit better behind the camera. It's all for the love of everyone, for the people that we work with. You know, I can't edit video without having someone to shoot, without having something to shoot, someone to help, someone to better. So I think overall it's been my safe haven to compete, to feel at home, to feel valuable when it comes to helping other people. So, you know, if you're listening to this right now, you know, you may not be that person who's right in front of the camera. I didn't think I was. I didn't think, you know, I'm just going with it, you know, just running with it. And that's what you realize with, you know, being behind the scenes. A lot of things you have to run with. A lot of things you have to adapt. You have to be innovative. You have to be, you know, ambitious. You have to, you know those little ins and outs and be willing to just jump and change and just go with it. So, you know, if you're hearing this, trust me when I say you can do it. You can definitely do it. If I can do it, trust me when I say you can do it.
Hey, Parker men, you've heard Dad going to speak for years by now, and Daddy wouldn't be able to do it. He does without guys like this, working tirelessly behind the scenes. So here's what I want you to know. Titus Jew Design, if you never get in front of a camera, if you never do a podcast, if you never do a vlog, I want you to do what you're passionate about, whether in front of the camera or behind the camera. But no matter what, be kind. Give to others, show respect, love your mother, and never forget, your dad is really proud of you.